setup I've got here, but I'm going to still try. I've been writing all morning, and I'm sort of embarrassed because honestly, this is a dream come true with my own setup, even though it's like skanky. I'm going to still read you what I've been writing about God's new government and his new kingdom of system setup. I'll probably explain half of it in my own ad lib because of how complicated all my big mess is in here and wanting to get everything done. As in, you got it, a cup of coffee. Um, Still didn't have a bowel movement. Does the world need to know this? I guess as long as I do, then I can keep track of my health and what my conditions are. But just want to report, my overeating habit at night, stuffing down food and pressure because of a cheating world government forcing me down and out and without to be able to access my needs in this world. I've been really, really pushed away. I've got a paper here that I've been writing this morning. It's titled Its title is Now is What Counts, but the Past is What Added It Up. While I am being poor in lifestyle and payment, so are many other people, and overall nobody really likes it. The people who need to be healed the most, as in very poor, they agree with the poor only receiving. Oh, it's hard to explain this because I know you don't know the inside story enough. Otherwise, you would have bought. You would have bought your membership if you would understand God's kingdom of heaven. Um, it's very intense, but it's very easy to understand. It's biblical, and what I'm explaining now is the poor getting the entitlement, becoming rich in God's money. God needs His own money. Jesus, the overall Son of God who will rule the world, needs to have his own money. So what I'm saying is the poor people only who are in low status like me, and of course I've got a Richter scale that you can get a lot more. Of course I need my doctors, all the trades, I need the people that have worked jobs that I couldn't work up to a certain level of the realistic wealth, enough to blow anybody's mind to look around and see, my goodness, I've got a beautiful home. I can take a vacation a couple times a year. I take my time off. I'm speaking maybe on a doctor's tongue, how he would think. But look at his services. He's there every day to help each individual with a crisis of physical health. And so really, like a plastic surgeon, I mean, these are very few and far in between people that probably have quite a high-end lifestyle, but still do not have such a major unlimited status that they can do anything. They are really, really committed to what they do. And I'm not saying that the really wealthy people, like, for example, the beautiful royal family, I have all respect for them, but for what they do and what they stand for, and the unlimited whatever they want to do probably is completely the opposite of what I have. I want this much freedom, I want this much fun, and yet I really can't be secure enough to even go to a car lot and say, yes, I love that vehicle. Like, let's take it for a quickie and I'm out of here within an hour. Let's get the papers done. Like, so really it should be that easy. And yet it isn't. It's like, oh my God, you have to find out everything. It's like going to school 24 hours a day now that I'm getting closer and closer to senior citizens years, which is 65 and up. Like, I'm really starting to realize how much I've missed in my life, how much I'm missing now, and how much I will continue missing with the regular system in place and nobody investing in me, even the poor people who need what I have and what my needs are. Their needs are the same, but they're not knowing about this. They don't know enough about it. I haven't said enough about it. The publications have cast me out a long time ago, and they don't think probably what I have is important enough. They're too busy with their lives and the other regular government officials' news lines. I'm not even able to groom properly. I don't want to be looking like this wearing, I'll show you, because my hair does get caught up in a very tight neckline. You know, my t-shirt is slit on both sides, and I feel like ripping it looser so that I feel like ripping it looser around my neck so it doesn't bother my hair. I've always been fascinated by long hair, and so I have a hard time cutting my hair short. So, because I know that some minds may say, why don't you just shave our head bald like us? No, thanks, guys. It's not your looks that count, and I don't mind you being bald if you like it. I can understand how easy it must be to wash your hair. That's just excellent. But at the same time, I still like hair on the head, and I feel sorry for the men who go bald when they'd rather have a hairdo and at least a half an inch of hair on their head. So my points are unlimited. I've got to watch the time because I'm almost 7 minutes, and it's like 15 minutes they cut you off with these YouTube videos. Oh my goodness. When it comes down to my notes this morning, they're all written about God's kingdom of heaven. I started like early in the morning. I just go on a 24-hour clock, and I keep my notes and thoughts up as much as possible, as much as I can keep up a good attitude, because it's so easy to come down on your own self because of so many problems that other people cause us each other. And so what I'm telling you is I really want to make everyone a fair deal with God's kingdom of heaven. I have so many points to talk about. 3 choices: the poor only getting upgraded to God's money and God's entitlement, 6 entitlements, God's paying salary. The poor only getting that. Who's going to sign to which one? The poor only. The second choice is everybody gets it. That way, whether you're rich or poor, all pay into the same membership clauses, and you will all get God's money at once. Or number 3, that the people who are rich now don't get it at all. They have to pay the poor time. And so really that was number 1. Poor time only. So the rich don't get it. The poor get it. They get the new entitlement. The poor only. Second choice option is this is to sign to the upgrade no matter what. I'm giving you all people the choices to sign to God's upgrade no matter what. You have to pick one of the 3 I'm saying. Otherwise, it'll always be hell on earth. It'll always be just the regular government. You have to trust me about God's dwelling in my soul and giving me the authority to upgrade his new government system to the way he wants it, the new covenant. So it's the poor only, and the rich don't get upgraded. They have to do it the equal amount of poor time in thousands of years. So number 2 is that we all get it together. Rich, poor, it doesn't matter. We all get the same status in the new government upgrade. Or number 3, the rich only get it in the case that they can do it in a specific time. They have to give all their money. They have to pay all their money. And in my lifetime, that they have to change this over with me, that they have to sign over. So that's going to be a hard one for them, using me as their trustee and trusting in it, that they can count on me, and that they do believe that I am Jesus Christ, the returned master, and in charge of God's new government. I'm going to close off right now, just that I warmed up a video for today and that I can pass this over the internet so people can understand where my head is at, what I'm speaking about, and what I want to still keep introducing to the world, but them to see that I'm living a low down lifestyle, which is really hard to rise up from. I even have to do my own media because the papers will probably not allow it. The editors won't see through my eyes unless I dart out at them over the internet, into their face, on video, and let them know that they are missing out on some of the most important headlines, and they should be giving me a call, an email, even driving by and saying, look it, please give us some media. And I'll feel like saying, only if you do what I say with it. I don't want you scrapping it up and saying a bunch of blog lies about me. I'm going to make sure that I know exactly what you're writing about me, even though there's things that you probably will say behind my back that aren't true. And so I understand that it's easy for me to make a mistake, so probably just as easy for you to make one. I'm going to close off right now this video, and I love music. I'd love to be singing my songs right now. I'd love to be wearing beautiful clothing instead of just scrappy big blue jeans, which are very, and I didn't need to show you my stomach from under my shirt. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to let you know that I've been wearing big pants so that I can be comfortable. And how many people try to show off their body with such tight clothing. It's scary and it's uncomfortable sometimes, but it does usually look good, and it looks like you're pulled together. So I'd rather be wearing something more fit, and I'd rather be living a decent lifestyle and not afraid to throw out old things and scrap junk garbage and things that I keep hanging on to for life's sake, because I know that God in my own hands have touched them, and I do see another use for them. I keep these things because I'm so limited in the new funding that comes through the regular government of allowance. I will be talking to you later. I'm wishing all people a great and happy day, and I'm encouraging all people to know that they should and must invest in our new worldwide government, which is God's kingdom of heaven, his new money. It will be my governors, my kings' faces who will be on the money, and I will be there with them. Kathleen Forsovich, I'd love to be on all of the new money with my new governors' kings' faces on my new money, and the original beautiful Jesus, whom we have so many artistic renditions of his gorgeous face and his beautiful plan of God's kingdom of heaven, and his Son of God, who will shine forever and evermore. Amen. May God always bless you and love you and keep you. Goodbye for now, everybody. I love you, and may God always love you as well. May you always love God and yourself and your life. Amen.